But I want to welcome everybody to my channel, The Candy Shop. I am so excited. The Candy Shop. So this is my story time, The Candy Shop. Hello and welcome to The Candy Shop. I am Candace and this is The Candy Shop. So first of all, I want to welcome all of my new subscribers and just say welcome to the Sugar Baby family. You are now a Sugar Baby, but I want to get right into it. I guess I'll wait a few more minutes for some people to come into my live. We'll see, because I'm ready to talk about this show. The Encore has been so good. I didn't think it would be good with everybody dropping ship. So, but let's see. I'm going to put up my banner. So the Encore. Lately, well, first of all, tonight is the season finale, and I'm excited for that. I cannot wait to see how the ladies perform on this season finale. The previous episode, Keely was all over the place. She didn't know whether or not she wanted to be there. My thoughts on Keely, I'm not going to say I like or dislike her. I think she's just there. I think from the beginning, she should have been in the group to begin with. I didn't see the point of her being like the creative director because she wasn't doing anything but drinking wine and creating mess. So had they had given her something to do, it probably would not have been as much mess as it was. Hey, the Queen of Cheesecake, how are you? I'm talking about BET presents the Encore. And so that's what this show is definitely, majority of it is going to be about tonight. But tell me what you thought of the show. I don't know if you keep up with the show, but it's been good. I didn't think, though, that this last episode would be that good because of the fact that everybody was gone. It's like now down to Pam, Keely, the Cherish sisters, and Shamari. I think that's 5. I done named everybody now. And so I know it will probably be more feasible for them to perform. Because it's such a smaller group, they don't have to deal with all of the other personalities. But I miss the girls. Like I like the girls from 702. I like Lamisha and Irish. Even though the singing was kind of shaky at times, I did like what they added to the group. Hey, Aviel, thank you for coming in and watching. Yes, I'm talking about BET presents the Encore. So I'm gonna do a full review on just the season itself and talk about key points because I don't like doing like full show reviews because this a lot of work. But I was talking about where we are right now in the show. So everybody has jumped ship. Nivea is going. Nivea was my favorite. Like growing up, and well, she came out when I was in college. So being in college, that was who we was like banging in our cars, Nivea. But I'm sad that she left. I know it was good for her mentally to leave because she herself said she was either going to be in the house or in jail. So I respect her decision to leave. They were putting her into, it was another element for her. The Queen of Cheesecake, I wish the twins would have left instead of everyone else. Me too. And what got me on this past episode, they were like, oh, now I've grown. I know how to navigate and work with everybody. Like work with everybody. Everybody done left. Now you talking about you can work with everybody. Hell, the only person you really work with is your sister and Keely. The other two, Shamari and Pam, they just go along to get along. And excuse me if you hear my kids screaming, they are very dramatic at times, but they just go along to get along. Pam, though, when Keely wanted to get into the group, it looked like she was giving her the side eye. And then when the show ended on the last episode, Pam left off saying that she got to see the twins' heart. So I don't know about that. I'm not feeling the Cherish sisters or Felicia and Fallon. Those are their names. I'm not feeling Felicia and Fallon. They sang all right, but they didn't bring anything to the group. If anything, they broke the group up. And if you look at their history historically from other things that I've seen about them, they're the reason why their own group is not together. So yeah, no one is really checking for them. And I know they have all these credits where they wrote songs and all that, but I didn't know that. I didn't care to know. I didn't sway my opinion on them either way. I've never watched an episode, but everyone's reviews of the episodes have been hilarious. Yes, the show is good. You have to watch it. That's the girls on the show. That's my generation of singing groups. Like I was a teenager, like middle school teenage when 702 came out. I think I was actually in elementary school when 702 came out, but their career span from like sixth grade all the way to college for me. And so it's been good. When the 702 sisters were there, they were going off. They always had to take cigarette breaks. So I'm thinking that maybe why their voices weren't as good because of the cigarettes, because I would hate to think they just never could sing at all. Lamisha, which is the older one, I guess, that the one that wasn't a twin, her voice does sound better than Irish's, but the actual girl, I forgot, Mila, I think is their lead singer. Mila's voice is actually really, really good. And of course, she's not on the show. She was on her own show with some other R&B singers. I saw Shamari was there. I'm good on just the review. Shamari. So I like Shamari. When she was on Housewives of Atlanta, I liked her then. She drank. She actually is way more professional on this show. I didn't see her pick up a drink at all on this show. So I like her. I don't like her wigs. I'm not understanding this. I don't know if it's faux locks or she has this wig that looks like a Raggedy Ann wig. So if she wears it during her confessionals, then she has this rainbow wig where she wears on the show. So if anything, and I think she's out here in Atlanta, she needs to seek out somebody for some new wigs. I'm not feeling the wigs, but I love Shamari. I do. I love Shamari DeVoe. As for going back to the sisters, Lamisha and Irish, the sisters from 702, I really like them too. I was actually there to see them and Nivea. Yes, Queen of Cheesecake, wigs are us. Exactly. I'm not understanding Shamari. Her and Drew Sidora from Atlanta, they need to really invest in another stylist, because whoever is styling them with these wigs needs to be fired like yesterday. So I'm gonna take a sip. I'm drinking my Candace juice. So I know Queen of Cheesecake, I know you watch it. What do you think of Keely? I don't not like her. Party City. Exactly. They do look like Party City wigs. I'm not gonna lie, especially that one Raggedy Ann one, the faux lock one. That one looks like it definitely came from Party City. But Keely, she is interesting to me. So prior to her coming on the Encore, I didn't care for her because all we had heard was Naturi Naughton's side of what happened with the group. We know about the plate of chicken being thrown in the girl's face and all that, which was true. She admitted on the show that it was true, but she said something like, when you're going after my mama, what am I supposed to do? She said she was eating and the plate somehow ended up in the girl's face. So she admitted that she threw the plate in Naturi Naughton's face. So on the show, though, Keely is, I'm not going to say I like or dislike her. She is messy. But I don't know. I think there's an insecurity there with Keely. She is, of course, she herself acknowledges, it's almost like she believes that she can't sing. She can dance her butt off. But for some reason, the voice isn't that strong. With these types of groups, you don't need a strong voice anyway. Like, she can definitely do background and be dancing. So I'm not sure why she was so insecure about joining the group. And then this creative director thing, they never said what her actual the description of her position was, because from what it looked like, all Keely did was drink, and like I said before, start mess. She was eating. She would sometimes boss the girls around. She did not like what's her name, Aubrey. She could not stand Aubrey. So it was like she was just there to bring the bullshit. So I it made the show entertaining. I will admit that the show was entertaining with some of the stuff that Keely was doing. With Aubrey, I didn't care if she left. I do like Aubrey as a singer. She sounds all right. I didn't dislike her on Danity Kane. She was all right to me. She could sing somewhat, so I hate that they lost one of their stronger singers. Nivea, like I said before, I miss Nivea. She should have been there. I hate that she had to go. She was the only solo singer, and she was, to me, the strongest singer in the whole group. So the fact that they had to record over her parts and all that. When she called in on this last episode, they called her, and I thought she was coming back, but she was like, "No, I wish you guys luck." She was not coming back. So I'm a bit sad about that. What else? With Aubrey, I get on here, like, before I come on these reviews, I have already in my mind what I'm going to say and what I'm going to talk about. And then when I get on here, it just goes out the window. So excuse me if I sound a little scatterbrained with doing these shows, and with reviewing these shows. So Pam, what do y'all think about Pam? I think Pam can sing. She's a little older. She's the weird one of the group. I think her personality balances out the rest of them. So I think it was a good thing that Pam was on the show, because I know originally some people felt like Pam should have been there, but I thought Pam was good. Keely just needs to go sit down somewhere. She definitely does. Nivea did the right thing by leaving. Yes, she definitely did. And hello, Shantae. Yes. I love Pam as well. Pam, the only thing that got me about Pam was when she kind of snapped on Aubrey for leaning on her. That was weird. But other than that, I've liked Pam's personality. I hate that in the beginning episodes when they chose her as their queen, she didn't stand up to them and really hold people accountable. It's like Pam she wants just peace. And so they thought that she would hold everybody accountable. She would be the mama bear of the house, but no, Pam was just doing Pam. She was just vibing. Yes, hello. But I like her. I think Pam's voice is so unique. It's one of those voices. She's not no singer, but it is a very unique voice where it's needed. Like kind of like Candy's voice. Candy's voice with Escape is unique, even though I think Candy can't sing. But Candy's voice is unique and is somewhat needed in the group, because Candy was like on a lot of their beginning hits. Going back to Pam, she, like I said, she brings the peace. She brings the spiritualness and just the she's that type of personality. I like her energy. So I definitely think she was needed in the group. Going back to Shamari, I like Shamari. Shamari is always happy. Shamari don't get mad at nobody. Yes, the Queen of Cheesecake, Pam calmed down a lot since her earlier days from Total. Yes, she did, because I thought Pam, like when I saw her, I thought she was going to be just wild, like back in the Total days, because I remember those days growing up being a young girl, listening to these groups. Pam was like low-key lesbian. She was like the wild one. She is the calm. Yeah, she's the calm of the storm. Yes, Pam definitely is the calm of the storm. And I think a lot of it has to do because she's older. I think she's experienced a lot as well. And then I don't know if y'all remember, like it seemed like literally 2 years ago, maybe 2 or 3 years ago. It could have been a year ago. She was in the news, like she was in the blogs. She had some stuff going on then, and it was like an embarrassing situation for her. And I think at that time she was drinking. I don't know if she was as religious as she is now, but I do remember her being in the blogs like maybe a year or two ago. So I know she definitely calmed down from that. She didn't want any more backlash. Let's talk about these cheers, sisters. Let me take a sip to that. I am not feeling Felicia and Fallon. I think they weren't good for the show. They were not needed. I know they produce, but they just really rubbed me the wrong way. And usually, like, I am a girl's girl. I usually like everybody. I know people have their shortcomings, but these twins, I am not feeling them at all. Like they've been about drama from day one. Hey, 901 Diva, good to see you. We're talking about BET presents the Encore, and we are on Felicia and Fallon. I'm not feeling them at all. Those some little, I don't know. I don't want to talk about them. Yes, ladies. All my ladies are here in the candy shop. They can't, y'all sugar babies. But going back to Felicia and Fallon, like it takes a lot for me to dislike a black woman because I'm rooting for every black woman. I'm rooting for her, but them twins, that I'm rooting for them way back. I'm not feeling them. They bring too much drama. They are self-centered. They picture themselves higher than what they actually are, and I just don't understand that. And I also don't like people putting down people that have done way more than them. Like, I really wish the twins would humble themselves. Yes. Yes, sugar babies. Yeah, I couldn't stand them from day one either. Yes. What happened? Tell me the tea. 901 Diva, you gonna have to act right. What happened? I want to know the tea. But no, those Cher sisters from, this is my thing. When they got into the argument with Cosign, now I'll admit, when it comes to a man and a woman arguing, first of all, I hate seeing a man argue with a woman anyway, because you shouldn't be going back and forth with me. But I don't like when they kind of dismiss you, and Cosign did kind of dismiss the sisters, but they were doing too much. 901 Diva, you said you wish somebody would have put them in their place so bad. I know. Lamisha was about to. She was ready to swing on them girls, and then they backpedaled. It was like, we can talk all day or whatever they said, but I never would put my hands on anybody. I don't fight. And that just, here we go. It just boggles me sometimes, people that talk so much shit, excuse my language, that they asses can't cash. So yes, Candy, you know I be acting up on the other channel. I know on the other channel I be in the bushes. I be in the bushes because I be feeling like sometimes if you say something that is going to be taken the wrong way. So I definitely understand. So I don't act up. But yes, all that mouth, you better know how to fight. Exactly. Like they just don't know. Like, I'll just say this. You have to. I thought they did know how to fight. I thought they was tag teaming people the way they was talking and jumping in people's face. I clearly thought they could fight, but clearly they cannot. So, because they was scared of Lamisha cigarette self. If anything, she would have been out of breath just trying to swing because of all the cigarettes she smoked. But they were scared of her. Facts, yes. Gotta watch what you say. Yes, you do. You do. I'm not gonna lie. You definitely gotta watch what you get to say on that other channel. Yes. They like a dog with all bark and no bite. Exactly. They little chihuahuas, two little chihuahuas just barking away, and then they have nothing to back it up at all. And so they definitely need to watch themselves. But I forget they do have two other sisters, so maybe those two other sisters fight for them. I don't know, but they sure do talk a lot. And then the whole thing with Cosign. So this is my thing with him and how he was dismissive of them. I do feel like he was dismissive of what they can do, even though they were trying to work with him. They should have approached him differently. If they're going to say he's unprofessional, you need to approach him professionally, though. You can't just go off and be like, check my credits and this, that, and the other. Like, it was just, I didn't like it. I definitely didn't like it. And Cosign, he tried to send some flowers, some tequila to the whole house, which the whole house did deserve an apology, even though they felt like they were the only ones that deserve an apology. He tried to apologize to all of them, and they just couldn't accept that. Just nasty chicks. I don't know. I don't like that. They sure did start it. And yes, their delivery was definitely uncalled for. Like, they just, like I said, they need to humble themselves, because even though they've worked with these other people, I didn't know that. Hell, I know y'all didn't know that, and we didn't think to go looking it up. So I'm like, just because you work with these people don't mean we have to know who you are. Like, girls. And then when they were out back in 2008, 2007, 2008 is I think when they were out. To me, they were a group known mainly in Atlanta. Now, I know they had a song in the movie ATL, but when I was in school, like, because I went to Tuskegee University, graduated from HBCU. Tuskegee is only an hour and a half from Atlanta. They were just local talent. I didn't think that they were like this nationally known group. So I'm just not understanding where the ego comes from with these girls. And then they had no respect for the people that came in before them, because 702 did sell more records than them. Hell, Total sold more records than them. They're basically with somewhat icons of our era, in girl groups, and they disrespecting them. Hell, if anybody, the only person that really should have had the cocky attitude was Nivea, because Nivea can sing. She was a little bit more hotter than them. Yeah, 901 Diva, I wouldn't know those twins if they sat on the first at the church, child. Exactly. I didn't know them either like that. Like, yeah. I was wondering why they were on this high horse. And then they clicked up with Keely. You click up with the person who's known for messing up the other group, 3LW, and the person that is known for not being able to sing anyway. You click up with that person. So I didn't understand that. Did you notice that Pam isn't on the EP album cover? Yes. Okay. So a friend of mine, I was talking to him about this today. He said that. He said she's on the songs, but she's not on the EP or album cover. So that's interesting to me. I haven't seen the album cover yet. I don't know. I was watching the show today. I don't know if I missed it or what, but he pointed that out to me earlier today. So is the album cover like risque or something? Or like, what do y'all think the deal is with that? That's very interesting. And I'm gonna announce it right now. So, Abe, the producer, he was one of the producers on the show. I will be interviewing him tomorrow at 9:00. So I'm gonna ask him about that. So make sure you catch me on the Candy Shop tomorrow at 9. I'll be interviewing Abe from the show. He's actually my husband's line brother. They went to Auburn University together. So I want to know what that's about. Yes, and I'm definitely gonna ask Abe that. Hey, Michelle. No notification, but glad I caught you live. Yes, I know. I don't know what's up with YouTube. It's like people I subscribe to, I never get the notification for. I literally have to refresh and check. It wasn't too much going on the cover. I'm confused. Yeah, I'm confused too. I don't know what that's about. And excuse my kids with crying. Hold on just for a second. But yeah, that is interesting. I'm interested to see what happens tonight, because it comes on at 10. Yes, Queen of Cheesecake. I'm trying to make moves. I'm trying to get some people. I'm out here in the Atlanta area, so I want to make some moves and get some people on here. I hear they will explain it on the show tonight. Yes. So I'm wondering if she left the group, but it looked like she was performing with them. So I don't know. I don't know what the deal is. I definitely don't know what the deal is with that, because Pam, she was on all those songs, and I know they didn't re-record them songs. Oh, and don't y'all, and I know this is like off topic, but it's still a part of the show. Their little choreographer, Aaliyah, Janelle, whatever her name is. I love her. Like I follow her on YouTube and Instagram. I like seeing her little dances. So I love her. She has such a positive attitude to work with them chicks that be going off, because Keely was getting smart with her all day, and she was very patient with Keely, very professional, and I like that about her. I think her name I know it's Aaliyah, but I think it's Aaliyah Janelle or something like that. So I like their little choreographer. She has her YouTube channel. I've been following her probably since 2017. So for the last like 4 years, I've been following Aaliyah Janelle. But yes, choreographer was good and not for the BS. Very professional. Yes, she is very professional. Very refreshing because I don't know if I would have been able to do it to put up with them attitudes. Like I'm the nicest person, but before you take me out of the element, I leave. So I would have been gone. I probably would have been like Nivea. I wouldn't have been as dramatic as Nivea leaving, but I would have been out the door. Because I don't have time to go to jail for knocking somebody out. Because if you take me to that level, and that's the thing with nice people, we stay nice, and allow so much to happen where it builds up and we just explode. And when I get mad, I explode and it's done. So she's a lot better than me because I would have been gone with them chicks. Yes. What else? Oh, what did y'all think of them fashions? I don't know what is going on with the clothes for this show, why they are styling them the way that they're styling them, but the fashions are a mess. The fashions are a mess, and now my kids want to cry. Hold on, just okay. My husband got on. My mouth would have gotten me in trouble. Yeah, my mouth would have too. I probably wouldn't have got paid. The fashion with no fashion, hell no. Exactly. That fashion is horrible. I'm just not understanding. Like I know we're in 2020 or 21. I'm sorry, 2021. I'm putting us back in 2020. But I know we're in 2021. I'm not understanding why these fashions look like this. With the last episode, they had Shamara in these booty shorts. Like the stuff literally looks like stuff from the late 90s or early 2000s. And I know they're groups from that time, but please get them up to date. Like I don't get it. I don't like that stuff. Then they had Keely in that little outfit with the belts, and it looked like a dominatrix outfit. And then on one of the prior episodes, they had the twins. It's just all over the place. I don't get the whole leotards. Like they definitely need a new stylist because them clothes, it's not, they look cheap. Fashion from hell. Exactly. Their performance attire looked a mess as well. Yes. Everything is a mess. And actually their regular clothes look better than what they have set out for them. So Carlos King definitely needs to step his fashion stuff up. And even with, I know I'm about to talk about another show, but even with Love and Marriage Huntsville, the way that he has them looking now with Melody in these gowns or whatever, I don't know. I'm not understanding Carlos King. I know we're in the South with a lot of these shows, but please, these people have a better fashion sense than that. It just looks so country with the way, I'm not feeling it. We need somebody from LA or New York, somewhere, even DC, to get the Michelle Rainbow and City Trends. Exactly. They had City Trends in Tuskegee when I went to school. They definitely look like they got the apple bottom style from City Trends on this show. So I'm not feeling it at all. Yeah. And then this was another thing I was thinking as I was watching it today, because I watched the last episode today. Are they showing us like all the bad scenes to build up to a good performance or something? Because I swear nothing looks good about this performance. Like they don't really know the dances. They voices sound off, and the fashions are horrible. And then Keely keeps quitting left and right. Next season, he needs to upgrade in every aspect. Yes, he definitely needs to upgrade in every aspect of the show. And that's the thing. I know he used to like work on Housewives of Atlanta, so he's used to dealing with high profile shows. So I'm just not understanding what happened here. So, but yeah, they definitely need to update in a lot of areas. The show has been horrible. Like I'm not saying the actual content of the show, but everything leading up to the performance is bad. So I'm like, maybe he's tricking us. Maybe they're just gonna blow our minds on this last episode. I'm hoping, because the way that it's looking, it don't look like it's gonna be a good show. It don't look like it's gonna be a good performance. And like even Escape for them to be as old as they are and not basically they're as old as these other groups. Escape looks good. Like when they come together, like I want to go see an Escape show, but these chicks, I don't want to see them. They probably didn't have a large budget. You think maybe since it's BET? Now I will say for it to be BET, the show was produced well. And I like that aspect of it. But even if they didn't have a nice budget, like I know they could have went to like Forever 21 and got some better looking clothes, or even Zara. They could have went to Zara. Zara is, I would think, is in their budget, but it's just, yeah, I'm not feeling it. Not on One Diva. I hope so, but it has not been looking good so far. Yeah, it's not looking good. And it almost has me embarrassed for them. Like sometimes I have secondhand embarrassment watching them sing, because they'll be singing a part. And Shamari was singing on this last episode. She was singing and it did not sound good to me. She was trying to do a high note and they were like, good. Like that did not sound good. Yes, they definitely need different stylists for this show. They definitely need different stylists. I don't know what this guy is doing. Maybe they could try. I don't know. They need somebody, because it ain't working what they have going on. And then for them, if y'all can tell me, well, where are they performing at? That's another thing too. Even Gap would help. Yes, they could have definitely fallen into the Gap, because this looks a mess. The stylist is way off on the attire that would fit each person as an individual. Exactly. Like they don't get their age group, because I know like some of them are older than me and some of them are my age, and some of them I think might be a little younger. And StreamYard keeps changing my lighting. Some of them may be just a few years younger than me. I think Keely is like maybe 2 or 3 years younger than me. But we are all ladies in our 30s. We have style now. Like they could have did Fashion Nova. They could have talked about Fashion Nova. Exactly, not the Gap. Yes, falling into the Gap. But they could have had Fashion Nova, been what do they call them? The Fashion Nova babes or whatever. They could have used them. I know the clothes are cheap, but we would have never known. So I don't know where they got them clothes from, but they need to take them back. And I don't know. That's another thing. The look, it seems like they keep going for is this black and red leather look. I don't get that. It just seemed hot. So I'm not feeling it. I'm not feeling it at all. So the fashions, like it all seems a mess. So I'm hoping that it'll be better. I'm hoping that Shamari don't wear none of them faux lock wigs. Can you make me another drink? I'm hoping Shamari don't wear those wigs. I'm about to knock my light out. But yeah. So I guess we can stop talking about the show for now. I do like talking a little bit about the YouTube dramas because this is interesting. So I got caught up on, it's by the microwave, I think. I got caught up on some of this John Yates stuff that's going on. Apparently, now I saw John Yates was doing like copyright strikes to smaller channels. Maybe from the thrift shop. Exactly. I don't know why my kids want to bother me. And I'm sorry, y'all. I'm a mom. I have my husband here, my son trying to help me, but my babies want to act up now. So give me just a moment. Okay, I'm back. Sorry about that, y'all. I feel this is so unprofessional, but this shows y'all. This is a lot of times why I don't go live, because I'll be like these kids. I have a 1-year-old and a 4-month-old and then a 13-year-old. And so it's been a test. But I do want to talk about some of the YouTube stuff that's going on. I totally understand. I have 2 kids. They only act up when they know you're doing something. Exactly. Like my daughter, at times I still work from home. I can next week I do have to go to the office, but I work from home. I have a Zoom meeting, and my daughter's trying to come in the Zoom meeting. So yeah, I'm over it. Next week she goes to daycare. She had to stay out because a child at her daycare had COVID. So she had to quarantine for 2 weeks. We had her tested. Thank God my 4-year-old does not have COVID. So she'll be starting preschool. So I will have my freedom back. Yes. Yes. But these YouTube streets, I heard John Yates was basically striking channels with copyright things or whatever they call it in YouTube world. Now my liquor's getting to me. But it was some drama with these smaller channels. I saw some of that. Yeah, when this whole situation happened with John Yates, because a lot of us content creators, when the whole situation actually happened with All About the Tea, we jumped on that. That was one thing that helped my channel grow. So when John Yates had the situations go on with All About the Tea, Sherelle's World, and all that, a part of me was like, should I do another video to get more subscribers to watch? And the other part of me was like, no, I'll be in the bushes. I'm not going to say anything about it. I'm not going to give an opinion on it. And so I was one of those content creators. Like I enjoy doing show reviews and just talking about issues of for us. So I was like, no, I'm not going to touch the John Yates situation because it just seemed too messy, and I'd rather just watch in the bushes. And I'm glad I stayed my ass in those bushes because this man is now on a rampage, I guess. So I don't have any opinion of him. I think the situation is crazy, and it's like it's getting even crazier. But one thing I have noticed, this has gotten a lot of the smaller content creators more subscribers because of this. But I don't know if I don't want to do that. That's just not my style. John Yates ain't worth it, honey. You did right. Thank you. Thank you. Yeah, I wanted to stay away from it because I'm all about positivity, and like I organically do want to grow my channel. And there are things that I want to talk about, and I want to have a good time. I like to drink my little cocktail, chat with y'all because y'all entertaining, and just keep it moving. So, and I don't mind talking about some of the stuff, but when it comes to giving my opinion on certain people like John Yates and everything that he's going through and that whole situation, I stay away from that. It's just too messy for me. Too messy. I don't want to disturb my peace. The Queen of Cheesecake, yeah, a lot of channels that I am in, they've been talking about getting strikes from him. Yeah, I know. I've seen it. Channels have skyrocketed behind all this drama. That's true. Yes, and that's the only thing. They skyrocket, but like even, and I can say this with my own channel with Monica, I skyrocketed with her, but it was like I had to keep talking about her in order to get people to watch. And so my actual content, because I feel, not to toot my own horn, but to beep beep, I feel like I do have some good content. If you look at my older stuff, I talk more about issues for not only us Black women, but like us with men, our church hurt, all that. But nobody's going to pay attention to that because now I have the Monica bullshit on my channel, which I'm trying to recoup from. I like doing the show reviews as well. Prior to everybody covering Love and Marriage Huntsville, that was my guilty pleasure. So I used to talk about that a lot, and that got me a lot of subscribers as well. So I'm gonna stick to that. Yes, facts. I'm gonna stick to that. Stick to my formula. If you guys like me and you rock with me, I am so happy about that. If you don't, I'm sorry. I may not be for everybody, but I love the connections that I've made. 901 Diva, the Queen of Cheesecake, Avielle, Michelle, Shantae, who was here earlier. All of you I've noticed in other channels. We've gotten a chit chat, and I like seeing y'all on other channels. I love this. I love this community. So I do thank the avatar for that, allowing me to be introduced to all these other channels and all these other people that I can chit chat with, because I love being in the bushes. I love it. But I'm also going to put out content as well. I'll be doing that more once I get my kids in order. Once I can get all of them back in school where I can start planning and stuff, I will definitely be doing more content. But yeah, the dramas, it gets so messy. Like, this is even outside the Avatar stuff, which is so crazy to me. The YouTube streets, is it me, or does this community that we're in just seem like the beef sector? Like, everybody has drama. And I know the beef sector was something different from what we're doing now, but it just seemed like everybody got drama. The church hurt conversation was good. Thank you, Michelle. I'll be doing part 2. I'm going to do a part 2 to the church hurt because I feel like we didn't get to discuss everything on that. 901 Diva, I love your vibe and energy, and I will do better with supporting you. Thank you so much. Thank you. I'm just here to have a good time. So thank you for supporting me. Another person that I love that supports me that I'm shocked is the lead attorney. He's very supportive of small content creators as well. So I do want to shout him out. I have not gone up on his channel. I'm gonna stay in the bushes, but thank you, 901 Diva. I don't know. I may collab. I have a friend of mine that I started with a year ago. I used to do shows on his stuff before I actually started doing videos on mine. We will do a collab next week because he's my best friend. But as for doing collabs with other content creators, I tried it, and I met y'all through the other content creators. It's hard. It's hard because I will say this. I just followed him yesterday. Yes, he is so, my husband ain't here. He is so cute. I had to whisper that. I like the lead attorney. He's cute. He says some real stuff. But no, going back to the collabs, a person that we all know, she was one of the first people that I collab with. But it just seems like a lot of times there can be misunderstandings. And you laughing at me, not one Diva, yes. Not one Don Diva, yes. But with doing these collabs sometimes, especially with these channels, I understand that at times some people don't know your motive. And they might think that you're clout chasing or using them to get subscribers. But I guess my thing is, unless you're Tasha K, I'm not using you to get subscribers. Secondly, I would think YouTube is for networking and it's for coming together and doing these collaborations, because I know a lot of subscribers have asked me to collab with other people, but I know people like seeing collaborations. Yes, he is a cutie pie. Yes. Yes. So I hope in the future to collab with some other content creators. For now, I am gonna stick with what I know. So I'm gonna do a collab with my best friend. He's hilarious. When we get together, it's a party. It's crazy, and I'm sure y'all will love it because he's just as crazy as me. He's the male version of me. I've known him for about 11 years now, I believe, 11 or 12 years. So it's gonna be a party. So much jealousy and envy going on, child. I see it. Yes. And I don't know why YouTube is so, I knocked my light out. YouTube is so big. Excuse me, y'all. I gotta turn my light back on. YouTube is so big and it's something for everybody. So I just don't understand why it's so much jealousy with it, because I'll say this, when you have these beefs with people, that's a lot of like stress, because I know some people have taken it so far as to calling child protective services on people, calling the police to do fake well checks or whatever. And it's not that serious. Like, we're on here when the pandemic happened, a lot of us came on here to have something to do because we couldn't go outside. So it's like, what are we fighting for? Can't we all just get along? I feel like Rodney King, can't we all just get along? It's no reason to fight when the pool is so large. I just don't see, and I hate with us, oh my kids, I hate with us, especially Black content creators. We have such a small population, and so to be fighting in that's just crazy to me. We should definitely be uplifting each other. And so that's why a lot of times I do shout out other channels that I follow on my channel, because I'm gonna give whoever they flowers. If I like you, I like you. I'm watching you. So it's no reason to have that jealousy. I don't understand it, and you lose a lot of peace with that. So Yeah. Yeah. The jealousy is real, especially for us that's just trying to make it. But yeah, so I'm going to end this soon. I want to thank you all for watching me. This was very fun. I'm going to stay on here for probably another 10, 15 minutes. Everyone can make it if we can work together. Exactly. And shout out to the Queen of Cheesecake. I know your channel is growing. I subscribe to you. Make sure you subscribe to her. She has a lot of good content on there. Well, a Queen of Cheesecake, I'm waiting to see you do a live because I'm going to be in the comments. You support everybody. You and 901 Diva and Michelle, I see y'all support a lot of content creators. You support me as well. So I definitely want to support you when you decide to go live. I will definitely be there, and I'm not going to be in the bushes. I'm going to be commenting so we can get the algorithm up so your videos will be searchable. So definitely, we definitely need to come together and support each other. Yes. Thank you, Michelle. Thank you. So in these last 15 minutes, what I want to talk about. So hold on just for a second. Okay. So yes, absolutely. Yes. So more to come on my channel. I do want to do a story time. That's something that I used to do. I haven't done a story time in a minute, but be sure to check out my story times. I'll be doing that. I'll be doing more show reviews, and then I'll be doing more sensitive topics as well, or more serious topics about the show. So I'm waiting to hit that 100 subscribers so we do live. All right. So the 100 subscribers, yes. You should do a live now. I mean, well, soon, because the lives will help you build your subscribers too. So, and it'll get you used to my kids. It'll get you used to being out there, putting yourself out there. But yeah, I know you're on the path. You're close to getting to 100, so that's good. That is really good. Tomorrow, like I said, be sure to check me out at the same time, 9 o'clock. I'll be interviewing Abe from the Encore and getting his thing. I gotta go, ready for the show, you guys. Hope to talk to you soon. Candy, bye everyone. Bye, 901 Diva. Thank you for coming. I enjoyed your commentary. But yes, I'm going to get off here because my kids are acting crazy and I don't want to keep saying hold on. So thank you all for watching. This was fun. Make sure you like, comment, and subscribe to the Candy Shop. Again, my name is Candace. Have a good evening. But I want to welcome everybody to my channel, The Candy Shop. I am so excited. The Candy Shop. So this is my story time, The Candy Shop.